Hello everybody, Crow here, and you actually may be surprised to be seeing this video. This is pretty much a game room tour, but I've been telling people I'm not going to do a game room tour anytime soon. And the reason for that was I was actually planning on putting up more shelves. However, my plan for what I want to do down here has actually grown to the point to where it's actually going to take me a really long time to do it all. And I'll get to that, what I plan on doing after I go through the room and explain what, just show off everything, as it were, and then I'll explain what I plan on doing. I know Atari Leaf has up a video that says, what are your video game collection goals for, 2013? Well, actually, I didn't really have any. I don't really set goals, but my goal is actually to redo this room. And not really the whole room, but there's going to be some major updates, major changes, and I actually want to get this video in before I even start on them, which could be as early as this weekend if I'm feeling up to it. But first, let's start out with, basically, let me stand against this wall here. My gaming room is basically the entire basement down here. If you know, I've got these pinball machines back here. I'm basically up against there. And, this is pretty much the room as it is. This is kind of impromptu. I really didn't clean up anything. But I think I'm going to start over with the major thing here. And this is the basically a tower of my game consoles. It's most of them, not really all of them. I could go through each one individually. I was going to make a separate video instead of doing a room tour, my game system collection. But then I was thinking, you know what, that would easily take over an hour. So I may just make a video for each one of these, one at a time, and do a little bit more in depth. But who knows, I've got several projects to work on, and that may not work out either. But anyway, it's a tower of all my, well, not all of them, but again, most of them, video game systems. I got the DJ Hero box down there. Then here we got my main TV. It's a 38-inch LCD, up to 1080i, no 1080p here. Oh, and yeah, I got the Kinect up here, and I put a little post-it note over the Kinect because the cats sometimes like to sit on the couch, and when their tails are up and wagging around, it actually sensed it as a hand. And it was like, I saw that hand all of a sudden. I was working on my computer, and I just heard like noises from the Kinect. I'm like, what's going on? I turned on, and there was like a floating hand going all over the screen, and it was a cat's tail, selecting stuff and everything. I can't have that. Some action figures trying. I got my Wii, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and of course, you can't have an Xbox 360 without your HD DVD drive. Oh, I'm just kidding. You can, but the thing works great for DVDs, and that's usually my main DVD player. Maybe dusty down there. I don't know if you could tell or not, but there's some dirt down there. I haven't cleaned. Sorry. I do have a duster, though, and it's right around the corner. I'll show you that when I get to that. Oh, I said the Wii. It's the Wii and the Wii U's there. The Wii isn't really hooked up anymore. So, yeah, over here, just got my 30-inch widescreen CRT, which I hardly ever use anymore. I really saved that for Beat Mania. I hardly ever play Beat Mania anymore, so I hardly ever turn on this TV. Some super deformed Transformers. I think they were called Mighty Mugs. Some DVDs and Blu-rays down there. Just crap over there. Got a couple DeLoreans up here. These things are pretty cool. Yeah, so if you hold them down, they go through a whole cycle, but I'm not going to do that. Pixel art, Dr. Mario, Cross-Stitch, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and hey, look, Wasp Spray. Remember when your wife made this for me? I still have it. It's still hanging on the wall. I can still see that in some videos sometimes. Still love it. It's always going to be in that frame, and it's always going to be on the wall, so thank you for that. Wasp Spray. Regular Pac-Man clock. This is not Miss Pac-Man. Love that thing. That's... Oh, I might have to move that when I explain what I plan on doing. Over here on this wall, I got a Donkey Kong t-shirt. The colors are off on it. I don't know if that was on purpose or accident or something. That was from Hot Topic, so I threw in a Donkey Kong 3 cartridge with that. There's some Keith Apicary stuff there. Ash and Duke Nukem. I'm actually going into more detail than I wanted to. Let's move on. Got some DVDs over here. Got some Blu-rays over there. Hey, there's my computer. And actually the computer case is down there. And then there's all my Mystery Science Theater boxes I had. These weren't here in my last room tour, which was like 2 years ago, over 2 years ago. Some boxes, got a pinball calendar, and there's a t-shirt for Duck Hunt. You know, colors are off for whatever reason, but I put an actual Duck Hunt cartridge in there. I don't even think the real board is in that cartridge. It's like a non-working cartridge for sure. I thought that was a pretty cool incense burner at Walmart. There's a lava lamp where the bulb is burnt out. Just more crap over here. Got the PS3 controllers, Xbox 360 controllers, the Wii U controller, Wii controllers, and threw my PSP back there too. Yeah, my Vita is usually on my desk over here. Hey, look, it's some iced tea, and I'm thirsty. Over against this wall, I got my couch, which was a deal. Somebody sold this to us for like $200 because it had a tear in it. But hell, for a basement couch, awesome. 2 seats recline on it. Over here, I got some empty boxes up here. There's just empty boxes, nothing. Usually Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, NES, and Jaguar boxes. That dragon's actually like candle up there. Got some Wii games over here. That what is that? It's either the 3DS box. I think it's the Nintendo 3DS box. That's just there to keep that stuff from falling over. Got my Xbox 360 games here, and my PlayStation 3 games right here, along with the few Wii U titles we got. Down here, I have a line of, there's like a little ledge built into the wall there. So I got these Nintendo 64 cartridges here. If you're wondering what that mirror's for, when I do my Crow Plays videos, when I actually film them, I use that mirror to reflect off the TV to help me sync up the videos with myself. So if you're wondering how I do that, there's another video I know I have up that it kind of explains that thing. And I basically put up the green screen right in front of this. It clips on really easily with those shelves. So Nintendo 64, and then there's some Jaguar games there. Couple guns for the Wii, and more stuff. There's my modded sniper rifle that could shoot clear across the house. It could hit the living room blinds from down here in the basement. It's pretty awesome. So I've got a, let's see, is this, yeah, this is a modded Atari 2600. It's dusty. Another Atari 2600 in here with the Atari Game Center. And of course, the Space Command TV that I've shown off before. Commodore 64. There's that Sony Trinitron. I got a Goodwill for $2. Awesome TV. I love it. Oh, yeah, I was going to move on. But in these drawers here, I've got this drawer, Super Nintendo games. In this drawer, Super Nintendo games. And in this drawer, guess what? Not Super Nintendo games, just some TI-99 games. And some space for future use. In this drawer, I got some NES games. And NES games. And NES games, of course. So I'm kind of running a little bit out of room for my NES games. So Commodore 64, I might have said, some candy. That is pretty old. Let's back up over here. See this whole big wall of games here has got the, so you got my Neo Geo games, there's some extra boxes, TurboGrafx 16, PS3, or not PS3, PS2, Xbox, and GameCube, and there's PlayStation games down there. Let's move this chair out of the way. Yeah, more PlayStation, boxes for Game Boy games, boxes for Virtual games, and boxes for Lynx games, and Game Cop games, and Jaguar CD games over there in the corner because they're bad. Bad Jaguar CD games. Has a mirror. Over here against this shelf I have Sega Master System games going down there. Actually I was running out of space, that's why those are stacked up like that. Let's see, Nintendo DS games. Over here behind this I got some N-Gage games and some other stuff, and hey, Flash! Savior of the universe. Anyway, here's the rodeo that is not on because it won't work properly. I've worked on this here and again, but then again, you know, get tired of working on it, so take a break from it. These are the in progress. I'm working on these Virtual Boy game cases. These are modded Nintendo DS red cases. Let's see if I can open this up one-handed. So I've got the kind of some foam insert in there. Put the game in there. Manual fits right in there. So I've done that with like 2 of them. I need to finish the rest of them, but I've been lazy. I get bored of doing it. But such little work left to do. I should be done with that shortly. Of course, we've got the Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man machine all up and running. We've got the time machine all up and running, save for 2 minor annoyances. I have to fix that bulb over there. It's not that the bulb is out, but the socket is sitting in the socket really weird. I really have to take apart quite a bit to get to that. And this flipper that's in the wrong position, I've tried now and again to fix that to no avail. I will get that fixed someday. I'm just taking a break from it. Game is completely playable otherwise, so that's pretty awesome. Army of Darkness. That's that Tron. That's that Tron cycle thing. The Tron Evolution game is actually in there. I just got it because I like the model, and it was like really, really cheap. It was like $30 with the game when I got it, so it was pretty cool. Evil Dead 2. Let's see, what do we got back there? There's that Cabela box, and there's some other stuff. It's just miscellaneous stuff underneath the pinball machines, like parts and extra games and whatnot. Over here we got some Sega CD games with a Metal Sonic over there. More Sega CD games. Sega's 32X CD games with a Sonic on that shelf. I got the Saturn games with the Rob on that shelf, and Saturn games with Broken, Coleco, Pac-Man thing, blah, 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 blah. Got my Vita games right there. That's right, I still only have 4 Vita games. I'm whenever I go play Vita, I usually play one of those 4. I'm not really craving a new Vita game. There are plenty to choose from. I'd probably get that Need for Speed Most Wanted on Vita. Try that out, maybe. I don't know. Still plenty of other games on Vita. Hello. PSP games, which I'm actually getting back into now that everything's being discontinued. And I bought that PSP 3000. This is like over in the shadows in the dark. Not really on display, but here's some Earthbound for you. In the box, complete. Actually, the cartridge is in the drawer, but everything else is in this box. Just thought I'd, kind of do that. Otherwise, it just hides back there. Got these closets here. Now, this is a mess. This is one of the biggest projects I have to do, because this is pretty much a disaster area. I've got to go through this to all clean it out. I've got some arcade controllers in there. There's a steering wheel just kind of thrown over there, and just miscellaneous stuff. Let's slide this door over. Next door, please. So if we open this up, I got some extra stuff up here. Actually, this is where a lot of my handhelds are. Game Boy, more Game Boys, Game Boy Colors, Game Boy Advances, and then just other stuff. There's a Lynx in there. Really dusty Nomad. Screen doesn't work on that one. GPX Wiz, I think that is, and another Neo. It's a broken Neo Geo Pocket. Got my soldering stuff, and these are just all controllers, pretty much. Extra controllers. And then in this one, it's just, come on, slide on over. This is where I keep all the cables for all those systems you saw on the shelves. They're all bagged up and labeled, and some extra space in the shelves down there. More cables and stuff I got to sort through. Microvision stuff is down there. It's impossible to find a completely working Microvision. I have one that works, but the screen is really, really, really dim. So it's almost impossible to play anything on it. Let's turn off the light in there. Up here, actually got some hats, video game hats, and some Tron Legacy stuff. Here's some awesome Transformers Masterpiece. I got Optimus Prime and Megatron. I'm kicking myself for not getting Grimlock when he was at Toys R Us. I love it. Looked so awesome. I should have got him, but I didn't. More Tron Legacy action figures. I think the only one I'm really missing is Castor. Otherwise, there they are. Commodore 64 games on this shelf. Atari. This is a Commodore 64 game too. I just threw that down there because it was a thing up there. Atari, 8-bit computer Atari games, cartridges. ColecoVision games there. ColecoVision games there, and Atari 5200 games. the rest of the way down. And then in this case, we have Atari 2600 cartridges. In this case, we'll spin around. You got some random crap up here. Spin around. I got more Atari 2600 games. And then on this shelf we have Emerson Arcadia 2001 games and boxed video Astrocade games, or Videocade, however, whichever you want to say it. I think goes by like a couple names. So then if we go against this wall here, I've got this whole case. I actually remember buying this case at Best Buy. CDI games up there, Fairchild Channel F games up there, just barely teetering off the edge of that case. Atari 7800 games up here. These are manuals for Fairchild Channel F games. Some more CDI games there. Those are the ones I have in the long boxes for Sega 32X games. These are the cartridges that I have for Sega 32X. These are the cassettes holders that I put the Videocade games in. I really haven't. I need to get these a little bit better. This one won't close all the way. I just need to fix that up a bit. But I just haven't done that. These are the loose Genesis games I have. And then these are box Genesis games, going all the way down to the ground here where I have dust on the ground. Cats! Okay, these are Dreamcast games. I'm not too worried about those getting dusty. They're in cases. I really need to vacuum this up. And that reminds me, my vacuum broke, and I actually got a new belt for it, but I haven't actually installed it yet. Actually, here we go. We got this mannequin wearing a Pac-Man dress. How about that? Mortal Kombat 2 poster. I got this Mortal Kombat 2 poster way back when I picked up Mortal Kombat 2 for the Super Nintendo at KB Toys. Way back in the day. I was in high school. So I've had that poster that long. And then when the new Mortal Kombat came out, I actually got this poster at Michael's. Michael's had this poster and got a frame for it, because I kind of like how you got the old Mortal Kombat and the new Mortal Kombat there. It goes upstairs, and we're not going up there. All cross-stitch stuff my wife did. I probably showed all these in other videos, and my wife actually did that one too. We won't dwell on those. She did that Sonic and Knuckles and Tails and Super Sonic cross-stitch there. Same thing with this Mario one. She did cross-stitch for that. There's a chain chomp I have hanging off the wall. This is a brand new router I bought, wireless router, working great. The Wi-Fi range on this is very good. Actually, this is the first decent router I've ever bought. The last one I bought was like $30 refurbished, the cable modem. And there was a video that Intellivision Dude did where he had he had Voltron guarding his Intellivision collection. Well, I have a what do you call a plural Hulk? Hulks. A Google of Hulks. A gaggle of Hulks. Guarding my Intellivision games. There's also... I got the 3DS games down there. Those are my wife's. I just threw them there because that spot was empty. And then 3DO games the rest of the way. Here, where I have the router, look, there's a Hulk there. He's hiding behind the router to pounce on somebody who may not see it coming. Some Odyssey 2 games that I have. Actually, it's all the Odyssey 2 games that I have. Here's that duster. I said, I have a duster. And actually, what's in here, in these binder cases, I've got some Lynx games, Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games, that type of deal. This is some old stuff in there. These are like e-cards for the e-reader, like the Animal Crossing ones and whatever barely go in there. All this stuff is pretty much randomized. We got some Game Genies in here, Super Game Boys in there. Got the Lynx in there, Game Gear games actually in there. They won't fit in the baseball card holders I have in here. Game.com and a Neo Geo Pocket. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, these are my Famicom games, along with the Famicom adapter. And, wow, just miscellaneous crap in here. Hey, look, it's Spider-Man 2 that came with my PSP. And, you know what? I was looking for this thing, and I found it. This is that walking trainer thing. It's a pedometer. Now I can put that back in the box, now that I know where that is. What is this thing? Oh, I think these are the, I have Judgment cards. I think this is the Eye of Judgment stand kit. These are just loose instruction manuals in here, loose catalogs, and cleaning kits and more cases and stuff. That's pretty much the entire room tour. Wow, it took longer than expected, but here's why I wanted to do this video, and it's because I plan on moving everything around. Basically, all I wanted to do was put more shelves up, like these shelves. I'd plan on putting them there, maybe across this line. But now my main goal is to set everything up for a bigger TV. Now, I don't know when I'd get a bigger TV, but the thing is, I'd want at least a 50-inch, and it won't fit in the spot as I have it now. So basically, my plan is to basically dismantle this whole thing and put all the video game systems in tubs like this. Now, I experimented. Most of the video game systems will fit in tubs like this. Put all the controllers and everything in it. Now, Metal Jesus Rocks did his room tour, and he explained that he used these tubs, basically, these Tupperware containers, put them upside down over the consoles to keep dust off of them. But honestly, I don't like that, because if you have them out in the open and you're covering them up, then what's the point in having them out in the open? You might as well just keep it in a box, unless you just have them all hooked up. And that's one thing I don't have. I don't have all these systems hooked up, powered on, or anything like that. That would just be ridiculous to do. For me to hook any one of these up would only take 5 minutes, and I've got everything set up where I could just plug it into jacks down here really easily, even the ones that are just RF. So yeah, get all these systems, put them in here, dismantle this whole thing, put that whole thing in this closet. That's why I have to take everything out of this closet, sort through it. These drawers over here are going to wind up getting emptied out, thrown upstairs. Those controllers, I'll probably need more Tupperware containers for them. I'll fit them in there somehow. I know I will. These TV stands, they're going to go. This TV is actually going to be put over here. This TV is going to be put where this TV is. This TV, I'm going to build a rolling cart. And the rolling cart is actually going to be made from the, let's see, it's going to be made from like the pipes and everything, like that one over here. You probably can't see it. But basically, I'm going to build it from that. I found at Target these wheels that'll just go right on the bottom of them. It was like $13, and these wheels are just freaking awesome. There's 2 of them that you can stop. So I can put that on a cart, wheel that around to wherever I need it. Like if I do a video, I can just wheel that right in front of the couch. Because before I put the TV right here on this table. It's actually a piano bench, but I use it as a table. Get rid of that. I need to go and get like an actual entertainment center. Depending on the price. I don't quite know what I want to do. There's some other alternative options I might want to do. But the thing is, the whole point is, this whole thing has got to change. And that's my goal. Before the end of the year, is to pretty much change it all. And not so much replace the TV. I don't know if I'm going to replace the TV. Depends on if I find a really good deal or not. But get it all set so I could replace the TV whenever I want to in the future. Because these TV prices are dropping like crazy. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I want to get at least a 50-inch LCD or LED. I'm leaning toward LED. I got to do my research on that to find out what would be best. I do watch a lot of movies on here, a lot of DVDs, a lot of Blu-rays. Like I said before, this only goes up to 1080i. I want a bigger screen. I want 1080p. All these just go in the closet. Get it out of the way. It looks cool, but it's kind of a pain. You do have to dust all this stuff a lot. Can't really just throw Tupperware containers over all of these because there's just so many of them, and that would take up even more space, and they're crammed on there as it is. But that's my plan. That's why I wanted to do this video. Let's see. What am I missing something? Yeah, pretty much this whole line here has got to be redone. Taken apart, redone. The whole closet, which is the first thing I need to do, cleared out, sorted through. Some of that stuff I've been throwing up there for 2 years, and I don't know what's up there. Take all this apart, put it back in, dismantle this, put it in there, take that TV, put it over here, It's gonna be a merry-go-round, and I'm about to create a disaster, which is why I'm doing this video right now, surprising everybody, putting this out there. And it seems like now's the time to be putting up a room tour video, because I've already seen like 3 or 4 of them within the last week. So yes, that's my plan. There's really not much to say. I'm just belaboring everything, aren't I? So thanks everyone for watching. See y'all next time. Bye. Look at this. This is no good. Hey, bastard! What do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here! Scamper, 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 scamper. You too. I see you.